Good morning, everybody. So we're at the trailhead at the Monadnock headquarters in Jaffrey, New Hampshire. Today is Saturday of Memorial Day weekend on 2023, and I'm getting ready to hike Mount Monadnock first, moving forward onto the Monadnock-Sunapee Greenway. It's about a 50 to 53 mile hike, and with any luck I'll be done hopefully by Monday, so we'll see. Looks like it's a beautiful day. My wife and daughter and a good friend of ours will be joining us, and so we're looking forward to a good day's hike. We'll talk to you soon. I'll keep you posted.
Undiagnosed.
Well, we made it to the summit of Mount Monadnock. Just getting ready to start the Monadnock-Sunapee Greenway, the MS Greenway. Again, as I said last week's post, if you can get it in you, go ahead and please contribute to the cause for the fight for MS. And once again, stay tuned for the journey. As you can see, it's a little breezy, but absolutely beautiful up here. And we're gonna go ahead and kick off a 50-mile hike from here. Have a good day. So I've parted ways with family, and I'm now working my way down the mountain, down the backside, heading towards the Dublin trailhead here. What a beautiful day, I'll tell you. It really does not get much better as far as hiking goes, so I'm really kind of looking forward to this. This is a segue, or I should say my first backpacking experience. It's only 50 miles, but 50 miles is 50 miles, no matter how you cut it. So, yeah, I'll keep you guys posted along the way, and we'll see how we make out. Hey everybody, so I made my way down from the summit of Mount Monadnock to the Dublin trailhead, and the section of trail that I'm doing right now is actually a trail section that I have already done. It's going to be going, it's about 6.4 miles to get me from the Dublin trailhead to Lakes Silver Lake in Harrisville, and so it's going to take me a couple hours probably to get down there. Not terrible, but otherwise the day is still beautiful. There's not a lot of bugs, and it's very flat going from here. I'll spin you around real quick so you can see the trail a little bit, and that's all for now. I will keep you posted when I have something exciting. Bye. So the Monadnock-Sunapee Greenway does take you down a few road marches. This is the very first one that I've hit after crossing by the Dublin trailhead. The name of the road escapes me, but it's not very far, and then it'll cut off back into the woods, and then cross some more roads, and then travel down some more roads. But that's just the way it is. Very flat for quite a while, probably until I get over towards Pitcher Mountain. So we're still working our way from basically Monadnock to Harrisville. We've already gone through Dublin. And for those folks that happen to be pursuing or thinking about pursuing the MS Greenway, takes you over to 101 over in the area of Dublin, Harrisville. And that's where we're heading right now. So again, when you get to the trail, there's different junctions. The junctions are marked, the whole entire trail actually is marked very similar to the AT. When you get 2 tick marks, white tick marks, it means there's a change in direction. When you see 1 tick mark like this one right here, I'm going to show you actually, that is actually the trail. And the trail, as you can see, is actually pretty much an old road at this point. Very flat. So again, pretty easy going, and it's a beautiful day, so it's a good day to be out here. At some point on the trail, you get to a little, which actually just a little shed. I suppose somebody could use it as a shelter if they really needed to, but I probably wouldn't. There's other shelters on the trail, but I figured I'd just show you that little thing. So we just stopped off at the Spiltoir shelter. Take a quick lunch break, just a quick snack and a little drink because I got to keep moving. Again, I'm trying to cover 20 miles today to get to that. Really, the first shelter after this one is that there's only so many shelters, and they really like you to stay at shelter. So, got to keep moving. There's only so much daylight, and I just figured I'd give you guys a quick little tour of this one. So, this is about, I guess it's about 8.7 miles in from the trailhead that I started on. So, that's it. So, as you're hiking along the MS Greenway, you come across a few bodies of water that are actually kind of very pretty. I believe this one here is Howe Reservoir, if I'm not mistaken. But there's a big dam I'll show you in a few minutes. Clearly it looks like they're allowed to fish it, so we've got a couple fishermen out here. Otherwise, it's a beautiful place. And here we have the Howe Reservoir Dam. You can imagine that water probably on the right-hand side is probably pretty deep, I imagine. So I was walking along one of the road marches here, and I saw this sign that says Greenway hikers turn around and check out the view. So that's what I'm gonna do. And that's where we came from, folks, that mountain. Way back there, that's Mount Monadnock.
Hello everybody. So I'm about 13.6 miles in. That's on the day, not on the Greenway, just for clarity, because they don't count the first 2 miles up the mountain. But I am beat. I may have slightly bitten off more than I can chew, but I'm a trooper and I'm keep going. It's 4:30 in the afternoon and I've got about 6 miles, maybe 7, to get to the shelter. So I'm sure I'm going to be marching in the dark, and with any luck it won't be totally full. Otherwise I have to set up my hammock, and I'm getting too old for this, so I'm doing the best I can. Anyway, this is what I'm looking at. Just the road walk again. And so yeah, that's that. Thank goodness for some civilization, because get you out of the bugs a little bit. And anyway, that's all for now. So it's been a while since I touched base with everyone, and I think I'm at about 16.5 miles. My feet are still killing me. I'm pushing as hard as I can. Hopefully not doing too much damage, but it feels like I might be getting blisters. But I'm working a new pair of elbows that aren't really broken. I'm not really impressed, but it's my own fault. Anyway, so I'm actually at a pond between Nelson Center and Route 9 in Stoddard. I'll be in Stoddard very shortly here, but I'm actually at a bridge, as you can see. And then as I pan around, you'll see that there's a pond, and there's actually 2 beavers, a beaver pair that's working this dam right here. I've been watching them for a little bit, taking a break. You can see that actually there's a trap right there, or actually it's not really a trap, it's a cage to keep the beavers from going any further, I guess. But nevertheless, I'll keep going. Sorry about the sun. I'm just gonna keep plowing ahead as best I can. That's all you can do. Talk to you soon. Well, we're still going. It's about 7:30 in the afternoon. I'm at the Stoddard State Shed, excuse me, the one in Nelson above Granite Lake. I still got quite a ways to go to get to the shelter. I just don't know if I'm gonna make it before dark. I'm gonna keep going. Gotta keep plowing ahead. My feet are killing me. Again, I hate to complain, but it's killing me. I'm gonna keep going, keep the spirit. That's all I can do. We'll talk to you soon. Good morning, everybody. It's about, I guess, 6:40, day 2, and I made it. Ended up being almost 24 miles. I released the route that I took, and little side steps and stuff like that. Never comes out exactly the same as everybody. You know how that goes. But anyway, I made it to the shelter, the Crider shelter, on the backside of Center Pond in Stoddard. And as I got there, there were probably four tents set up in the tent sites. I ended up being the only one in the shelter. It was late, and so I put down my pad, my sleeping bag, crawled in and went to sleep. The bugs did not bother me. I did have a net on. I got a pretty good night's sleep, but nevertheless, yeah. So got up, had breakfast, chatted with the other folks, and ready to slay the day. Talk to you soon. And here's a quick little glimpse before I go of Island Pond. Looks like there's a duck out there. It's a pretty pond. So we're just entering the Andorra forest. There's a trail cut off. The trail has been rerouted from where it used to be over, I think it's called Parker Hill. It's gonna take us over to Pitcher Mountain. Yeah, it's definitely Parker Hill. As you can see, we only got 29.7 miles to go. Now we're still traveling through the Andorra forest, working our way over from Center Pond. I think I may have said Island Pond in one of the previous clips, but it's Center Pond. And again, heading towards Pitcher Mountain. So pretty flat going. There's some elevation gain coming over Parker Hill, obviously, but otherwise it's like a old blueberry patch, I think. A lot of blueberries up on Pitcher Mountain. And I think a lot of this was from fires back in the day. So a lot of brush, a lot of young growth. So here on the side of Pitcher Mountain, we're actually, I think what used to be a fire warden's tower. You can actually see the tower right up there. And I'm pretty sure that's where they used to stay. Well, I finally made it to the summit of Pitcher Mountain. And I'm pretty sure what you see out there in the distance, I believe that's Mount Monadnock, and that's where I came from yesterday. I'm about, I don't know, 27 to 28, somewhere around there, miles deep. I think from the summit of Mount Monadnock, it's not quite that far, but I'd have to look. It's been quite a ways anyway, I know. But the view up here on Pitcher Mountain is really something quite spectacular. I mean, you can see all the way around into Vermont. You're not going to see here in a second. I'm going to get the tower in the way. There's the tower, fire tower up there. But on the other side, you can see into Vermont. And then, of course, you can see over towards Sunapee. That's where we're heading, over that way. Over there, you've got the windmills in Antrim. And then as we circle back around, you're looking more towards Peterborough. And then again, of course, over to Monadnock right there. So as you can see, the hike from Pitcher Mountain heading towards Kings Highway. There is some trail that goes through the woods for a bit, and then you end up hitting this road, which I think is probably going to take me for a while. I'm really kind of looking forward to a water spot somewhere down past the tent pad that you guys, if anybody's following along Might know where that is. There's a water spot down in that area. Hey guys, just checking in here. I'm still going through Andorra Forest. I'm about 28, almost 29 miles, at least as far as all trails goes. Far out, of course, going to be different because it goes from the summit to summit. But as I'm going through here, the big cutoff is a forestry restoration project that is supposed to be helping the wildlife, I guess, and also tree regrowth. It's a forestry project. But once you get out here, as you can see, I'm going to spin you around. You got a little bit of a view back there and off in the distance. And then it's almost like walking through a field. And so, yeah, kind of nice, but very exposed. And today is hot. It's supposed to be about 80. So this old guy is still pushing on. I'll talk to you soon. So I think all this is blueberry patches. To be honest with you, I think these are blueberry bushes. Well, it wasn't very long ago I said that it was about 28 miles, 29. Sure enough, I made it to the halfway point. You know what? And that's not counting the climb of the mountain and any little side treks. So yeah, doing good. I'm happy. So shortly after the halfway point, you get to, I guess, Hubbard Hill. And from here, it's hazy, but today, as you can see, it's quite a nice view. Well, I made it to the top of Jackson Hill. As you can see, there's the windmills over there and Lempster way in the background. I mean, Sunapee's over there somewhere, getting closer. But it really is quite a nice view up here. Really, you can see for miles. I mean, the camera doesn't do any justice, to be honest. I mean, it is just beautiful up here. There's mountains way in the background. It's just very super hazy. I'm sure we're seeing right into Vermont. It's very nice. What a beautiful place. It's nice breeze up here today, and we're looking good. So, after you hit Kings Highway, you eventually will come into travel down Kings Highway to Faxon Hill, which will take you into the center of Washington. And here you actually have the Seventh Advent Church in Washington. And this is the summit of Oak Hill, which is the hill that sits between basically Kings Highway and the general store in Washington. It's a little steep and tiring when you're tired at the end of the day, but it's a nice view anyway.